Hello, and welcome to another glorious morning here in my little bay that I have colonized. My rover has been put together overnight as I have been working very hard, and it is all connected up. I probably could have done the piping a little bit more efficiently, but whatever. I had everything placed, and I'm like, okay, I'll just get it working. So you got the one engine connected to the connector, and then those are piped around the side into the small conveyor portions, which then will get to the 4 hydrogen tanks. I could have just rotated those hydrogen tanks and used less small conveyors and maybe put the engine on top and whatever. Resign for the next version of this thing, of course. But we have no fuel to put into this thing, which is not a good thing. We need to get some fuel so that we can fuel it up. To do that, we're going to need to get H2O2 generator online. And also, we're going to need more power, because we're going to need to be able to run the H2O2 generator constantly off of... So far, we only have the 4 wind turbines. This is functional for what I have so far, because I'm running off of the Wave Rider's battery, and I'm able to charge it up with good efficiency. And you can see, like, it's staying topped off as my wind turbines are powering up when my refinery is not running. I have plenty of materials at this moment too. And I have just been letting things process and just building tons of stuff so I can get ready to build a lot of stuff today. As while we got our initial production online with just these 2 items, we're definitely going to expand it today. And the main thing I want to do is, it's kind of annoying having to do the assembling bench and transfer things back and forth and such. So I'd like to get the wire drawer and the extruder and the plate stamp online relatively soon. Now, it's probably not going to come immediately, but I'd like to just start the process of getting these things going here. So take those steel plates out of the fabricator. It will be a conveyor junction, and I'm able to extract through this conveyor junction for now, which will be very useful. Then it'll have an access point on the front of it eventually. And then from this side, we'll have the wire drawer, then the extruder, then it should be, so that's 1, 2 from there, and then another 2, and then the plate stamp should dock in right there and occupy a 2x3 area. So I should be able to place down the plate stamp and, say, the extruder for now, and then I've got to leave... probably take off the access point just for a moment, so that way I can still see through this conveyor block and access the basic refinery. Because if I close this off, then I can't get any resources out of there, which would be very, very, very sad. But if I get those 3 more blocks online and functional, then that can do the majority of work that this assembling bench is doing. Because we can see here, the wire drawer will essentially just make me copper wire, because that's the only thing I need it for right now. But it'll just constantly do it. The plate stamp will just be on steel plates, and the extruder can be on the large and small steel tubes. So I can go to their different things. The extruder, we'll just go, set it for 100 large steel, 100 small steel, and we don't have to... I don't think we have a reason for girders yet, so we won't do it yet. And then that, we'll just get 100 steel plate. The wire drawer, we'll just have it always trying to make 100 copper wire, but then those copper wires will be stolen by other things to be able to put them together into better stuff, like how the fabricator needs electromagnets and computers and such. So that will then take all of the work out of the assembling bench, except for motors, which I believe we'll still have to create here manually, but that'll get the majority of things out of the way. Other than that, we need hydrogen. So, conveyor junctions actually are kind of annoyingly expensive right now because they take so many motors. They take 6 motors each, and motors are an actual annoyance at this time. So, I don't think I need to connect these two systems together yet. I will eventually, maybe not even at this base, I might not connect them up. But it's like to run, like probably is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 maybe, and then down to be able to get to the water level in order to get the collector in the water to get ice out of the water. Yeah, that's a lot of motors, man. Like I've stockpiled some motors. I also needed a fair amount to build that thing, but I've only got 4 at the moment, and those motors are expensive. It takes so many large steel tubes to create. It is ridiculous. And this is getting all clogged up simply because there's like too much stuff here, isn't there? You know, large steel tubes are now working again. The motors need the electromagnetics and copper wire. Yeah, there's just annoyance. Plenty of annoyance right now. So, I don't want to make that many motors at this current moment because it's going to take me a while. So I think I'm going to come on down here and literally build my little hydrogen like right underneath the platform here. Because if I make the H2O2 gen, I should have most of those components ready to just build this. Then I've also got the hydrogen tank. Now these are vanilla tanks because the industrial overhaul tanks, I have the tank changing mod. The industrial overhaul tanks are weird about this. Yeah, the IO hydro tank's fixed because it does weird things to the hydrogen tanks and causes them to sink in the industrial overhaul version. So that way I need a fix for it so they don't do that. But just thinking now, my collector has to be underwater. But my collector could say be like just pointing down into the water. That would, this collector would probably collect stuff and would work. But I could also just place it one lower down on this block here somewhere. So if I put a, I'm just thinking here, if I put a single junction somewhere along here, I could then back my rover into the water to then get a connector onto the end of an H2O2. Because I could do it like this, so that my H2O2 is sticking out, and then I'll put a connector on the back of it, and then beside it there will be a hydrogen tank, and then angled down collector. I think that'll work. So let's test something. We have the tethers mod, power lines. I want to say that if we... wait, I don't want to add that to build planner. I want to add that tether to build planner. Oh, it is right there. So, can't I withdraw those items? No, I cannot get those couple items. I can get them from that. I just don't need the display. Very good. I believe I should just be able to put down a power line tether here. And... okay. It's got a very interesting building box as part of the why it's in test mode. I think I should be able to... Can I not start the... oh, I need to select it from higher up to be able to select the power line. And I plug it into here. that rover is now powered when I'm within the range of that. So I should actually be able to get this rover moving now. Get that down. And I'll fix that in a second here. We'll put a ramp on the back of this platform so I can get this rover off nicely. And I can actually drive it with no fuel on board because I can just plug it into the base that way. Oh god, don't flip. Please don't flip. I do not want my little rover to flip. And now it is stuck up on it. Ugh. Well, this is the benefit of having jetpack. You're allowed to rotate in like that and... come on. Come on. Our connection got broken. Interesting. Let me try that again. Oh, if I move too far away, the connection breaks. Good to know. Let's see. One more time. I wonder if there's like an upper speed limit or something for me breaking this connection. I don't know. I've never played with this mod before, so it's really interesting to see. But I really like this concept that, like, this rover here has, like, these wheels, and they're not, like, fully built up yet, but that's okay. Like, not that the wheels are fully built up. Like, it has no power on it, but that's okay, because the base is nearby. You can just plug it into the base. And there you go. You're off and you're driving. And I believe these wheels sync. Although I'm not sure, but we're going to find that out right now. I don't have any more steering because the power is off, but we're going to drive into the water. And these wheels do sync. Excellent. So we're going to parking engaged on there. So that means I can drive down into the water and back into a connector that is in the water. That is plugged into my little hydrogen system. So that way I don't have to bring a conveyor tube all the way up here and like do a whole bunch of building, which I don't want to do right now. I just want to get this thing functional and filled up so that way I can take off to the iron mine and get it full. Which I wonder. I could probably bring over... the Wave Rider, and plug it into this. If I reposition this thing so that its ass is facing towards the water, I could back up the Wave Rider to it and siphon off from the Wave Rider to get a little bit of juice. I still need to set up a proper system here, so might as well do that. I'm thinking H2O2 generator there, with a connector on the end of it there. And is that too far off the water? Like, it doesn't matter how far off the water it is. Is that too far off the ground for that to plug into? Might be. I might need to do this one more over. Like here. Yeah, that seems more appropriate for this level. Okay. So that'll be where that is. And then we'll have a small hydro tank facing this way, plugging into the H2O2 gen. And then I want to just put the collector straight, but I have a feeling that's not going to work. So I'm going to do a curved tube down and then a collector facing downwards. Which this should work. Even though it's a little bit into the dirt here, that should function if it's below the water line. So those are my things I need to build here. So first things first, let's get this collector built and see if it is actually going to suck ice in that position. I'll Also need to check my build planner, get the tether off of there. See if we can withdraw some of that stuff that we need. We just need 4 more motors. But motors should be in production, right? You just need large steel tubes. Which you should have. Why are you not... Why are you not building the motors? Silly thing. I'm just going to reset all of them on this one. Don't need this thing to do anything automatically anymore. I'm going to clear those and build me some motors, please. Got the electromagnetics. Oh, you need these up there. Ugh, that's why. That is why. Take out those tubes and transfer all those up there. Now we're building the motors. See, that's some of that annoyance, man, of things in the wrong spots. Because we just need those 4 motors. Then we can see if this collector works. And if it does work, I think this whole setup will work. And then we might just need to put down another power line to be able to connect this locally so that I can back it up to that. And then we'll get it starting to fill up, which will be excellent. 1 more motor. Thank you. Excellent. Now, is this thing pulling in ice? And I can't tell. I will... Can I sneak in? No, there's no collection or anything up there. Let's see. Inventory. Ice. Collector's pulling in ice automatically. Excellent. So that thing is going to work. So that is going to be our ice draw for this base. And next, we just need to build up the rest of this. Which, I should have the resources to build a fair amount of this right away. There's maybe about 10 motors that I need to make. Yeah, maybe about 12 motors I need to make. But overall, this should be easily doable. So we'll just put all this stuff onto our build planner. And head on back to start withdrawing as many items as we physically can. Oop, we're full on items there. Go and deposit as much as we can. And keep going back and forth. You get these wonderful items. I'm probably stealing resources that other things need in order to build other parts. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I need that copper wire to build more motors, which I also need motors, and I'm just screwing myself over and not making any motors right now. But we shall see in just a moment. This thing takes a ton of large steel tubes. Holy crap. That's probably what's taking up all of my cargo space here. Okay. Fabricator's got some large steel tubes. And you probably need to make more of those and more of those to make more motors. Oh, there we go. Hydrogen tank is full. And that is built. Excellent. And 1 more motor for that. Then the 4 motors for that, along with some steel plate. So in the meantime, you should get into building some steel plate as well. And sometimes it's good, I find, just to clear these out and sort of refit them. Let's see. That's done, and that. We've got 8, 12, 13 motors and steel plate. And it's like 115-ish steel plate. So that should be enough steel plate. And we need 13 motors. So then we just need the resources for 13 motors. So that is... we have enough wire. We just need 39 large steel tubes. 39. I'll take that wire, put it up top. And we don't really need these small steel tubes in here, but nowhere else to put them right now. Other than that, we're just waiting for stuff to process. Oh wait, the fabricator has some large steel tubes. Nice, we can steal those for now. So, we have the 12 already, so we can take 12 off of this. So, 39 minus 12 will be 27. So you can put in just the 27. Alright, that's functioning. While that functions, I think I'll get the tether back in here. It's a power thing. There it is. And we'll grab steel plate construction component. Assembling bench is all my steel plate I have currently, isn't it? Yes, it is. It is all my steel plate. But I just need one. And then I can get my base computer and... or 10 of them. It all works out. And then we'll place this down as well. I guess here to act as a charging station for whatever is parked at this dock point. Because I think I could also... could I also get the Wave Rider parked in there? Maybe when the tide's high, I could possibly get the Wave Rider parked there. For now, we'll just plop this here. That way we're nice and close. And we can get this bad boy plugged in. And we can maneuver him to park up here. Which, that looks like it's going to work out. Me parking right there. That looks beautiful. As I'm slowly slipping down this hill. And I do not want to slip down this hill into the water. And I can't really drive that far away. 1 second. I gotta reset. Drive up the hill. All these metal wheels have very little traction. Oh god. Don't wash away into into the surf. Come on, metal wheels. Go, 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 go. Oh god. Let me out. Oh no, now I've broken the tether. Damn it. I might need to bring the, yeah, I might need to bring the boat over here to give this thing a push. If it can't get out. Oh god. Ah! Please. Do not sink into the water that far. This is a very frightening experience. I'm losing my first vehicle to the ocean. No. Okay. Before I actually lose this thing. How about we go and push it out of the water? I do not want to lose this thing to the waves. Yeah, we lost our connection there, but that is alright. The base has power. We'll just line up behind it here, and thankfully thruster damage is off. Oh, I should be able to just push it up. Come on, get it out of the water. And I'll leave the ship parked here for a second. Act as a bumper. And drive on out. Okay, good. Rescued. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my little ship. You have saved the day once again. And we'll just park our butts up about right here. Come on. Stop up. And there you go. And plug this baby back in. There you go. Also, something I've noticed. Running out of food. I have to have my little emergency rations things here working hard. Kind of needs to have the water there so that it can make emergency rations. Please make emergency rations first. I need the food. I sit here and I'll eat up all my food because I've got noms listed on my cockpit, and yeah, that's it. I got no food. So I should have started mass producing that food earlier, it seems. Alright, so let's try to park this again without crashing. I wonder if there's like a speed limit thing. Like if your grid goes over a certain I know as a grid goes over a certain distance, or a grid that goes over a certain speed, then it can't connect. Oh man, really? Are you gonna let it drift closer this way? Oh, this is ridiculous. You're gonna have to do like a 15,000 point turn here to make sure I don't go too far into the water. Just need to maneuver over it a little bit. And oh, we broke the connection again. Of course, we did. It's finicky, this connection, but oh well. It is the best thing we've got going on right now. As we try to park this thing up somewhere close by. Okay, I'll park you there. That's close enough for now. I might just like try to manually push you into position once that's built. Okay. Things should have been building here for a while. Got some progress done. Soon we'll have our motors. Another few minutes. In the meantime, can I do 2.38 kilometers in 5 minutes? Probably. It's probably a good thing to do as well, because if there's food in there, I need it, as I am running out of food. Man, we're 800 meters away, but my character is running out of stamina. Oh, I'm gonna have to start taking damage unless I stop. Come on, character, catch your breath. Breathe hard. Breathe hard. There, 28 stamina. Let's go. We only got 2 minutes left to go 700 meters. We should be able to get there in time. I refuse to use my jetpack. It's too powerful in the early game. Okay, now we're good. We're down to the minute and seconds. But we do have the 2 full minutes. So we had a minute and 52 seconds. And we're covering 10 meters a second, so it only should take us about 40 more seconds. We'll get there with a minute to spare, as long as our stamina holds out. Which, we're down to 4 stamina again. We're gonna have to stop, or we'll just take some damage. I'll just have to take some damage. Come on, gotta push through. Feel the burn. Oh, yeah. Feel that burn. We're only taking a couple points of damage. It's not too bad. Gotta get this unknown signal before it explodes. When we get there, you can rest while we loot the items from it. Oh, there we go. You did it. Now where's the thing here? Press the button. Oh, yeah, newspaper gloves. Okay, rest. Oh, get that stamina back. It's a medium cargo container. It's a medium cargo container and it's built. Oh. Oh. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna do something here. Where is my trash cleanup settings? Trash removal. Suspend. I'm gonna turn that off because I want to see if I can salvage this medium cargo container. Because that's aluminum. I can push it back. I can push it back like this, but that's ridiculous. That's gonna take a while. Alright. We're going home. I'm gonna push this thing straight home. Okay, let's first see what's in it. Come on. Just some computers and some water and some ice. Not ice. Fucking credits. Okay. Here we go. The long voyage home with our medium cargo container. Is this worth it? I wonder. I do wonder if this is actually worth it. What's the plan to it? Like, what's my plan here? I get it home. I guess I use it as the beginning of a rover. Like, I build off of it. It already has a small lithium battery, which I could actually use, right? I just need to take control of this thing. Right? Yeah, it's got a small lithium battery. That's good. It's got the medium cargo container. It's got the parachute and all the other stuff. So all the bits of armor and stuff I can take off. But where's the power? It's right there on the end here. Oh, I have to make sure there's no connection point there if I remove one of these blocks. Like, I'd have to leave those on so that I could make sure the thing didn't fall off. But I could totally build a rover around this cargo container. I could turn this drop pod into a rover. It is doable. This just gonna take a while. So my engineer, nothing else to do while he's waiting for his various motors and things to get created, just starts rolling home a medium cargo container. At this rate, this is gonna take this is gonna take several minutes, but he is determined, and he will get it home. Ooh, we got it tumbling now. Go, 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 go. Roll, roll, roll. No, not me. Come on, keep the thing moving. Okay. This is getting a little silly. I will GPS this as medium cargo. I will come back to this. I'm running out of food. I need to go back. I need to get that hydrogen stuff online. 'Tis a little silly, but I will get it down to the beach. I might just come back up here with a oh god, does it? It's still there, right? Okay, good. It's still there. I thought it disappeared. I did suspend my trash cleanup, so it should stay. I'll come back up here with like stuff to build a couple wheels and a cockpit, and I could probably roll it down this hill and drive it home pretty easily. Shouldn't be that hard. Then all I have to do is just position it correctly and do it in a way that I can start building a rover around it, and there you go. I got a medium cargo container rover that I can set up with a connector. Hell yeah. Screw having to like actually get bauxite and aluminum. I'll just find it in the wild. Okay, we're back home. And I need to check on my emergency food here, because I am getting a mite bit peckish. How have you been doing with that? Oh, thank God for the 4 emergency rations. I immediately consumed them. Damn it. That's not good. Oh well, it's still making me the emergency rations, and I have a surplus at least now. I've got something on me, which is at least something. And the rest of these bits here should be produced, shouldn't they? You needed those up there. That's why you couldn't make those motors. But we just needed the motors and the steel plates. So, should just be able to steal these steel plates, steal some of those motors, and get pretty much everything else here running. Aside from the last couple motors. I just need the one motor there. I should be able to grab. And then the H202 gen will kick online. That's going to get power into it. So then our tank here, our small hydrogen tank, is starting to fill up with hydrogen. How is our power doing, though? We are depleting when we're running that. Okay, good to know. We need more wind power. But we are getting hydrogen being built up, which means that we should... we are storing power. This is actually the best way to store power early game with Industrial Overhaul, because you don't have batteries that you can recharge yet. However, by using your power to make hydrogen, and then later on burning that hydrogen, I can put an engine on this side of the H202 gen. You can then access that power later. So this is essentially my battery, which is kind of cool. And so now I should be able to maneuver this little rover into position, hopefully, without breaking anything. I was going back there a little too quick. Glorious, glorious, glorious. It's connected. It's connected. I don't know which connector is its, because it's connected to the whole thing here. This will be to the truck. Connector truck. All right there. We switch lock. So we should be connected. And if we look at our tanks here, our small hydrogen tanks, they are... they're not getting any hydrogen. They're getting a very small amount of hydrogen. I think it's because I have my engine on right now. Yes. Off. Do not want to run this engine. This is the engine for the truck. And this is the engine for the Wave Rider. But now our tanks... Rider, those are the tanks for the Wave Rider. And these four small hydrogen tanks are the tanks for the truck. Hydrogen tanks, truck. Those guys, they go on stockpile there. The Wave Rider. And now, these 4 tanks here should be filling up ever so slowly. I should actually just set those onto stockpile. So for the tanks for the truck here, we'll put them on stockpile. That'll pull all of the hydrogen out of this storage here. And it'll take all of the hydrogen instead of evenly distributing it. So this thing's got 16% juice now, which is awesome. So when this thing takes off, we've got our groups for the truck. There is no battery yet, so we'll just have the auto refill. No, wait, stockpile on off there. Then the engine for the truck. We'll turn on our engine, and that'll be good. So I should have a little bit of power here, and this thing should be functional to go and start driving off. We're not going to have much fuel because I've only got 20% fuel here, but it should be enough to maneuver around a little bit. So let's give it a try. Let's turn on our engine, turn off stockpile, and disconnect. And We have broken our tether, and yet we are driving. We are good. We are driving our truck. So, oh god, it's got some kick to it. Let's give it a test going out to this other unknown signal. We got 20% hydrogen, and we'll see how long it takes us to get through about, 5% of that. Because if I can go get the signal and back with only using a couple percent, then that's amazing. We should only have to, we should only use our liters here when we're actively thrusting, because that was at 6 liters remaining, and now you can see we'll use 7 liters with those few bursts of acceleration that I made. So really not that much power loss, not that much hydrogen being used to drive this vehicle. And now we get to travel at essentially double our running speed, while our character doesn't have to take any fatigue damage. And possibly we can go and push back that medium cargo container even faster now with our trucky wucky. And all the time that we're away, it is stockpiling hydrogen for us to use and store into our truck when we get back. Not find any items, however. Where's your cargo container? Oh, there it is. Come on, stop rolling. Come on. Cease. Ooh, 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 aluminum plates! 24 aluminum plates. I don't care about the rest of you. But 24 aluminum plates! That's good! That's really good. "24 aluminum plates. I have no idea if that's enough to build certain things. But that might be enough for me to just, like, skip a little bit of processing. Oh, I don't know if this thing can actually go up this hill. We are kind of hitting the limit of our one engine. I may need to add a second engine to this thing. But we can get up the hill somewhat. Yeah, we only got so much horsepower because of the one engine. Which is enough for, looks like it's enough for flat driving, but not enough for, not enough for climbing these hills. There we go. Back to flat driving. Get up to speed. But damn, we did it. Our truck is working. Trucky wucky on the road. And we should get off. Go get that medium cargo container. Push it down the hill with the truck. Go to the iron mine. Fill it up and bring it back. And see how she does. But sun's going down. I think we had a very productive day. We got our hydrogen power online. We've got plans out for we have the plans for more of the automation. Next thing we need to do is expand our power production so that we can probably get another 4 to 8 windmills online in the immediate terms. And we can use our H2O2 gen to store power for the off times when I need to put on a hydrogen engine to provide myself with a burst of power, where the where the wind generators would not be able to handle that burst of power, and just use hydrogen tanks as a big battery. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and good hunting out there, fellow space engineers.